As long as you tried to delay and take all the time so that our crowds would thin out. It didn't work because we're still here. We're here, you know why we're here. We're here because Tempe police's violence against children. I have been here now for multiple incidents, for multiple years, and every single time it's a child. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with the police that you like to shoot children? What is wrong with the police that you like to tase infants? And then, what's even worse than this? What's even worse than the fact that they're violent against children? And think about this. I'm a college student. Most of us here are college students. What does it mean when we live in a college town, when we have a violent police force who's specifically violent against children? What does it mean for our safety when we as college students have to worry about being shot by the police? You send your kid to go to college to get an education, not to be shot in the back because you're drinking underage or some other minor offense. And that's the other thing. You guys criminalize people and justify murder for simple offenses, for simple things. And the reality is, if the police are really the public servants that you claim them to be, it would not matter the conduct of the person, because the public servant is supposed to be trained and skilled to be able to de-escalate a situation. And yet, what does Tempe Police do? What did you, Chief Moore, do? Releasing a public media release while we're giving our public press conference. Yeah, that was another microaggression. And then on top of that, you have another press conference the same day as ours. And what do? You blame the victim. Now, most people at this day understand that when a person gets raped, it's not okay to ask, what did they do? So why is it okay to ask, when a person gets shot or abused by the police, okay to ask, what did they do? Why? Why is that okay? It's not. So you need to stop blaming the victim and really take a look at your own police force. Just today, we had more racism. We had more violence today. When we were here outside of the meeting, we decided that we would let you finish your meeting, that we would not interrupt it from the inside. And what do? You send the police to sic us. It's not, and you violated our First Amendment rights. We were not interrupting this meeting. The meeting was going on. And yet you sent a whole force. It would look like a military. There was 20 police out there. More people than were outside chanting that you tried to surround us with. This is the violence that we're talking about. Now, last time that we were here, it was really sad that the only people that reached out to us was a pedophile. Why? Why is that the only person? And Cooley, I had a hard time responding to you because when I met you, you played this liberal farce that made me think that you really cared about black people. And then when I heard you justify the murder of a 14-year-old, I really had a hard time even looking you in the face because I guess I had believed the kind of pseudo-progressiveness that you play. And so no, you did. I will acknowledge you did respond. You did reach out, and I appreciate that. And we were ready to respond because I didn't want to be gaslit at the time into thinking that you cared when you justified the murder of a 14-year-old. So we're ready to speak now. If you're ready to change, if you're ready to stop making excuses for your murderous police force. And when I talk about the gaslighting you do, this whole room, look at this room. It's got a bunch of people. You actually have an artwork there. And hands up, don't shoot artwork. Why? Why would you keep shooting us? How does that make sense? This is what I'm talking about, gaslighting us. And this pseudo-progressive facade that you put on, and you pretend that you care. If you care, reach out to us. And Chin, I'm happy to see, the first face of color on the council. I say that because I thought you were Hispanic, but then when we refuse to speak up when your own community is being murdered, children, I realize that you identify as white. So Chin, as the only person of color on this council, I really, I still have some hope for you because you haven't let us down yet. So what I need you to do is prove to us that you're different than the rest of this pseudo-liberal force. And I'm hopeful, like I said. Now, another thing that we learned was that last time, all the times that we came out, and you would always say we can't respond to you, we can't do anything, we can't put you on the agenda. Well, according to the open meeting law, ARS 38431.01H, at the conclusion of an open call to the public, individual members of the public body may ask staff to review a matter or may ask that a matter be put on the future agenda. That's your law. I got it off the website. So if that's the case, we decided we're letting you finish this meeting. And at the end of the meeting, according to your own laws, you can put us on the agenda. And that's what we're asking you to do. Put us on the agenda. Show us that Black Lives Matter at least as much as your bike lanes and park codes.
Evergreen Park.
Show us that. So we'll be here. We'll be waiting. We know that you can respond to us at the conclusion of a public meeting, and we expect you to do so. And we also expect you to put us on the future agenda. And if you don't, I don't want to hear any more of this pseudo-progressive BS, because it's gaslighting.
Thank you, sir.
Renaissance, and on the Minister of Communications.